Namaste, bitches. What's poppin'? I know it's been a minute since I put one of these up, but I'm back now. You know what I mean? Also, as you can see, I kind of changed up the scenery a bit. I'm not in the forest anymore. I tried doing it there, but like, yo, I was getting sucked off by mosquitoes way too much. So I'm like, you know what? I don't know how the fuck monks do it, bro. Like, you know what I mean? These men are chilling there for hours, but like, they don't, like, that shit doesn't bother them. You know? It's crazy. Anyways. I did want to start this off, right, by saying that I think I owe a formal apology to a certain group of people who I had my own biases against, and I'm ashamed to say it. I stayed away from them, and I had my own prejudice, you know, towards you. So I do want to say sorry, man. And the group of people that I'm talking about is it's those individuals that were eating ass during COVID. All right, I'm sorry if I knew you were the type of person to eat ass, and if you were eating ass while the whole COVID shit was going on, I try to stay away from you, okay? Only because, for two main reasons. One, the only way to boost your immune system is by two things, right? Is one, by drinking a lot of vitamin C, eating a lot of fruits, and two, exposing yourself to as much bacteria and as much germs as you can. And what part on the human body has the most bacteria? A fucking body crease. I just felt like y'all were insensitive. You guys are walking around here. You probably had COVID, didn't even fucking know it because you were asymptomatic, because your body's trying to fight off pink eye and E. coli and all this other shit. You know what I mean? So I wasn't about that. But I am sorry. Go on, do your thing now. Just don't share a drink with me. Anyways. Let's just get into it. Today's topic, I wanted to talk about self-love. Now, some of y'all are already, you know, looking at this and like thinking like, yo, this is that corny shit again. So be it, bro. Just fucking turn the video off. You don't have to listen to this shit. But what I wanted to touch on was what self-love really looks like. Now, to me, I just don't think it's as easy as everyone makes it sound. I don't think self-love is, you know, having a warm bath with a bath bomb in it. I don't think it's fucking going out and buying a Starbucks cup and taking a picture of it near like a sunset, right? That's not all it is. I don't even think that's part of what the fuck it is, you know? But to start things off, what I wanted to ask you guys is, when you see yourself in the mirror, what is it that you see? You know, and I'm not talking about just your reflection. I want to know what it is you truly see within you. What thoughts come to mind? What is your perception of who you think you are? And a lot of the time, we have the tendency to pinpoint things that we feel are wrong with us, you know, or make judgments towards certain aspects of our physical self, of our character, or whatever else the case may be. And at that moment, I think it's important to recognize that voice and those thoughts and those judgments that come up from that inner critic of ours, I like to call it the inner waste man. So the inner waste man, it's important to recognize that those voices and those thoughts, those judgments are not ours. Those were things that were told to us by family, by friends, by social media, or by whoever else out in the world that we encounter and come across. And our perception of who we are and what we believe ourselves to be comes from how we think other people perceive us. And the crazy part about it is once we cling on to those beliefs and we hold on to it, our mind is going to do everything in its power to show us evidence in the real world to make those beliefs true. So if we think we're not beautiful, if we think we're not worthy of love, if we think there's something inherently wrong with us, we are going to look at every single situation in our life and try to provide ourselves with evidence to support that belief. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that self-love is about, talking positively to yourself or only focusing on the positive elements and all of that shit. That's not what it is. Self-love means to accept yourself in its totality, flaws and all, or whatever you think a flaw is. Accepting that you have those character traits, but also realizing that does not make you any less or any more than a human being than anyone else. And understanding that there is nothing inherently wrong with you. Once you embody self-love, you realize that the only reason why you work toward trying to better yourself is only because you want to see how high you can go. It's not because you're trying to fix something that's wrong with you. And it's damn sure not to impress somebody else or to show someone how good you can be. And I'm saying this shit, but that's one of the reasons why I even wear the bandana thing. You know what I mean? Because it goes with the videos, it goes with the whole aesthetics of what I'm doing. But also, it's because I have a huge fucking forehead. Alright, you see this shit? So, and that took me a long time to get over, bro. I'm telling you. But even some of my Somali homies are looking at me and be like, yo, that shit is fucking huge, bro. It definitely is. But I also got a big heart. And I got a lot of motherfucking love to give. But I accepted this big forehead. You know what I mean? This doesn't make all of me. It doesn't even make me who I am. It's just a part of my body. It's just you know what I mean? This shit is glistening. Look at it. But that was just a small example of things that we're all dealing with. There's always gonna be things about ourselves that we don't like. But part of self-love is looking at those aspects within ourselves and wanting to change or wanting to better ourselves because we want to, not because someone else is making us do it. And it's also just looking at how we talk to ourselves or those thoughts and those judgments that come up, and ask yourself, if you if those thoughts and those opinions you have about yourself were sitting in front of you as a person, if there was someone chilling next to you on a couch and were saying all those things that you say about yourself, what would you do? Now, I would hope you would either walk away from that person, 2, you would tell them to shut up, or 3, you would probably drop kick them in the esophagus. But the point is, you wouldn't let that person talk to you like that. So why do you talk to yourself like that? And the reason why I say sometimes this can be difficult is when we've lived our whole life with that mindset and that belief ingrained in us. We have a tendency to dig ourselves a hole, climb out of it, but as soon as we get on top and we're in a place where we feel good again, we're just waiting for something else to fuck up or for something else to go wrong. And we get scared because we look around and we're like, yo, I'm not used to this. I'm used to staying isolated and alone in this own little hole that I've created for myself. So the next time something bad happens, we just dig an even deeper hole. But the problem is you're gonna get to a point where you dig yourself a hole that's so deep you can't climb out. So understand, the next time you have those thoughts in which you think you are not enough, or you begin to judge yourself and put yourself down again, at that exact moment, catch it and realize you have a choice. You have a choice to either dig another hole or just drop the shovel. Here's a small activity that you guys could try out if you want to. Every morning you wake up and you see your reflection in the mirror. Look at it with intent and say, I love you and thank you for waking up this morning. You can put your own spin on it if you think that sounds too fucking corny, but all I'm saying is try it. And that's it. You just have to try it. You can sit there and be like, yo, that's the weirdest shit I've heard in my life. You know what I mean? Or the corniest shit I've heard in my life. It probably is. But all I'm saying is it doesn't hurt to try. And what's the worst that could happen? It doesn't work. You feel stupid. But if it does work, thank me later. Namaste, bitches. Peace and love, baby. Thank y'all.